This is Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most passionate environments in all of college football. 87,000 ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Pitches to the back. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays. Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Receiver makes the grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Important second down play coming up. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. First and goal. A great chance to answer that opening touchdown. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
That return backfires on him. Now, their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
Offense takes the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Handoff in a single back formation. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. To throw, it's Smith. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 15. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
A great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. That rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness. And Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
Looking to scramble. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're able to get him down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on fourth down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
Short connection to the tight end here. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Second down after that previous play. So press coverage now from these DBs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
He'll pitch it. Finding some room at the 25. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Auburn 7.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Smith. The pass rush closing in. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
It is third down and forever. He'll look to throw it. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Longhorns will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
Play action here on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Escape. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Short throw to the back, an easy completion. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Man, I can't believe they're going for it on fourth down deep in their own territory like this. Usually, you might see this late in the game, but early, really risky decision, but it pays off.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The drive ends, and the punt team on the field. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And here comes the offense back out on the field now. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense is really threatening now.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers on the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. The back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
Now it's second down here. And they hand it off to the back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns will line up to kick it away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looks right for a quick completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Handoff, here comes the jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry up. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it for a big gain. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
He pulls it in for a big gain. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To throw, it's Smith. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it deep to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Backs against their own goal line, looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Makes the grab downfield for a huge gain on the right. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make it.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Back to throw. It's Smith. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple of choice words on the importance of ball security.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Defense is coming after him. And the protection breaks down yet again. Another sack.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times, and you should focus more on preserving the lead.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes, the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. And he finds his target. He has the first.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run. And
he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Pitch play to the back. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And now the running back's got it again. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Back to pass. It's Smith. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
The Longhorns will have to kick this away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And the ball is away from inside the 10.
Return is brought down at the 35. And your Auburn Tigers will take over. First and 10.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. To throw, it's Smith. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness.
Heads up, it's a fake, trying to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. It falls incomplete, and the attempted fake fails. The gamble just doesn't work. The punter's pass, not close.
Well, I love the call here, and it's going to come up short, but I think we got to give all the credit to the punt return team. They were not fooled at all. Great job of having a head on a swivel to keep them short of that first down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Texas offense will take over. First and
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Running back with the football. Eludes a tackle. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
On first down, it's play action. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Scanning the field. It's Smith. He's running out of time here. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one. But it will set up fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for first and 10. Dropping back, it's Smith. The pocket breaking down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
Send the back in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at midfield. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Longhorns will send the punt team onto the field. I doubt they'll try another fake here. Pass earlier just did not work. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together with this drive. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Oh, they blocked it here. They scoop it up into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Number 20 takes it back for the score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
28, Auburn, 14.
And he fields it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
Auburn Tigers will take over. First and 10.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
pass caught. Second down now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you got to be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, cover an onside kick. You never know.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. A dangerous pass there. Almost picked off in the end zone. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Oh, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered this. This is amazing. The special teams unit does their job. Now it's up to the offense to finish the job. Remember, a field goal doesn't do you any good here. Let's see how they call this series.
Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. A new set of downs after that completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Wideouts now clustered. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, what a great job by this offense to put this touchdown up on the board with under 3 minutes to go. It's a no-brainer. You go for two and try to tie this game up here late.
Touchdown is only half the battle. They'll need this two-point conversion to tie the game. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And he's not going to make it. The try fails. An enormous play by this defense to preserve the lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Set to advance on the football.
And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.